Hello and welcome back to our basic strokes / fundamentals series. Now, pushing's fine, but when do we get to hit something? Now, we're going to start today with a forehand drive. This is the Ping-Pong playbook and I'm Graham. Let's do this. Oh, I must remind you to stick around till the end of the video. I have some pro tips there that I wouldn't want you to miss. And also, remember, like and subscribe.
So for this, I just want you to make note of where the feet are in relation to the table. So the left foot in front of the right, and you'll see that the hips are twisting forwards as the weight goes from the right leg onto the left leg as the stroke is performed. We'll see this a lot better from different angles, but for the moment it's just important that you understand where the feet are and how the transfer of weight is happening from the lower half of your body. So this clip, my partner kept putting the ball down the centre line, throwing me slightly off balance, and I told him that I think the reason for this is that he stood too side on, and just like in golf, you aim where your feet are going. So I will come on to this and I will explain, because currently we're going corner to corner. So during the slow-mo, I need you to understand, number one, I take the ball at the peak of its bounce. Number two, when the shot is finished, my shoulders are level with the table or facing the table end. My hips and my shoulders go together as one. And number four, you can see that there's weight transfer from the right leg, the right thigh, over to the left leg upon completion of the shot.
So I wanted to talk to you about the finishing position for the forehand drive. Now the forehand is a shot which I myself have had my battles with over the years. And I think that part of the reason why I've had those issues is because there are many different explanations, from people, like with any coach. Ask one coach, get 10 different answers. And I was taught as a youngster that you should salute. So your finishing position should be a salute. But there are many different types of salutes, obviously. Two in particular, which I think didn't help me, was that this is a salute and also this is a salute. Now, I was taught to bring the racket up here and to here. Now, I don't know if I try and face this way so you can see, but the arm seems to travel in, I think, many different planes as it comes to here. And really and truthfully, what we're looking for is we're looking for this motion so that we can control the angle of the racket. So obviously, if we're coming here, we're still bringing the forearm in line with our upper arm. And if we were lifting a ball, we would do this. Now, obviously, we're doing the drive, but I feel so strongly about the finishing position because if we get it wrong at this point, it could hinder your progress. And if you are struggling with your forehand technique, please leave a comment and explain what's going on. I might even sort of put together an email address so you can send me your technique and we will try and work on it together. I might put together a Patreon page for such things, but for the moment, I just want you to understand that if we're playing this type of shot, although the arm is doing this, you're raising the arm to make this salute. And I just think that here, if you're doing this, it really can hinder your performance. It's fine against certain shots, but really and truthfully, what I want you to understand and focus on, if I get right in the camera, is this motion. Now, if we stand here and do that direct, we're going to hit the side of our head. Now, obviously, we're going to turn our bodies out of the way, but we need to be finishing, for me, like the I don't know whether it's the British salute or whatever it is in the military. Maybe someone can comment and tell me what that is, but we want this kind of motion where, so I like to play black with my forehand. So what I don't want to see is I don't want to see the edge of the racket facing my opponent. I actually want to see the black face of the rubber facing my opponent somewhat, so here, okay? So, and that will allow us to later on to apply spin. Now, so for the forehand drive, we're driving forwards, so there is an element of obviously not coming up to the head. We want to be sort of forwards, which we are always forwards with the forehand shot anyway, but we want to be here. So, and as I say, so this would be our drive, nice and comfortable here. And then if there was a better ball we wanted to attack, it's the exact same stroke, but now we're going to put some legs in and it's there. So if it was backspin, for example, we'd want to lift. So same shot again, we'd come down and we'd come up, rather than if it was, sort of here, then we're struggling to, and we're doing this, or what I used to do, sometimes still do if I'm tired, but I used to come here and try and lift the ball this way. So I feel so strongly about this. I want to make sure that you don't go through what I've been through. So, I would save you that pain. Because if you're struggling with a particular area of your game, whether it be service or more likely forehand or backhand topspin, then it can really demoralize your progress, and you see your friends and colleagues sort of advancing more swiftly than you. Then of course it can get quite upsetting. So I would save you that pain and just reiterate again that your finish position for the drive and your arm stroke should be where we are facing the forehand rubber more towards your opponent as opposed to here. So if you can take that away, that will be fantastic. I'll have done my job and I'll be able to sleep better at night knowing that I haven't given anyone any real bum advice. And hopefully with the videos that you see, you will understand that is correct. Now, maybe it could well be just me, my physicality, my mechanics of how I'm made. Maybe other people might disagree, and that's fine. I'm happy for people to disagree, but this is important to me, that I make sure that I get people on the right track as I see. So, but yeah, thank you. Right. So that covers finishing position. So again, from this side on view, so we're looking for this, and then again if I turn the other way, so maybe it might be different again, different view, but we're looking for this. And for the forehand drive, we're a bit more forwards, So, but we're still facing that racket towards our opponent, the black rubber towards our opponent. So again, from this side, should be here, and then directly at the table, it should be here. And that racket is going in a straight line, as you would see.
Keep this quite brief. There's not really that much input from the legs other than helping you to twist. So the weight goes slightly onto the right leg and then back onto the left leg.
So the contact point for the forehand drive is just about middle. We're not looking to impart a lot of spin here for this kind of shot. What we're actually looking to do is to get that ball fast away from us, basically. If we were top spinning, we obviously try and catch the leading edge so that we can have that ball stay on that rubber for the longer period to get spin. But that's not what we're after here. So we want roughly middle. So if I'm playing my forehand drive corner to corner, then this would be my angle of my feet. This helps me with placement. Now, if I wanted to go down the forehand line, I would stand a little bit more side on. So my left foot further in front of my right leg, and I would play the same shot, same waist movement, and I would aim the racket more down the line. Again, if I wanted to go cross court again, simply adjust my feet to a more side on. It's not fully side on, but a more natural step. And then aim the racket into the corner of the table.
Pay attention to this left hand image of the knees. So in the left hand image I'm forcing my knees more outwards than the right hand image.